hands down, every time I hear about Philippines, I would always think of Riu first thing first. And if not Riu, and then I would just think of this Filipino phrase that Riu taught me, which is Yammers kain tayo. It's really catchy.
When I hear the word Philippines, I guess I just think of a cluster of islands in Southeast Asia, in the sea. I don't know a whole lot about the country, to be honest. I know like Manila's the capital, I think. But honestly, I would say at this point, when I think of the Philippines, I kind of just think of Riu, because he's the one Filipino person that I know really well.
I think the first thing I would come to my mind would be Pinoy and islands, and also my English teachers, because a lot of my English teachers were from Philippines, and I heard a lot of stories about Philippines from them as well.
I've always wanted to go to the Philippines. It just seems like such a nice place to be. Mangoes, hot weather, beautiful beaches, and very, very, very kind people, like incredibly kind people. I think that's just what the Philippines are known for. And every single Filipino person that I've met, it's accurate. It's accurate. It's very accurate. Some of my closest friends here are Filipino, and I love them to death, and they always just make me happy. And I'm just assuming that the country is going to be just like that too. Like, just the land of smiles. And I can't wait to visit. That's my next place on the list that I want to visit, so I could visit Riu, because I miss it.
When I think of the Philippines, I think about like many thousand islands. I think you have like, I don't know, more than 7,000 islands or something, right? So that's crazy. And delicious food, beautiful nature. Well, I haven't been there, but I would like to go.
I mean, so I have a lot of family who live in the Philippines, because my dad's family moved there when my dad was very young, so they were raised there, and he can speak Filipino and all that. Well, I just think about, because Indonesia and the Philippines it's not very different. It's a group of islands, and I mean like the people physically, and the language and the geography and everything. It's almost the same, other than in the Philippines people are Catholic. I don't see people in the Philippines as being very different from in Indonesia.
I would visit Riu's hometown first, Angeles, and then travel to some islands for the sightseeing, of course. And things I want to do, well, there's a lot, but I would like to do a university tour at UP, because we did one here at Jula, and it would be nice to do another one there in the Philippines as well.
Oh, if I was in the Philippines, I think my first stop would be to call Riu and go visit him. And then I think I would let Riu decide where to take me, because I trust his taste, and I think we would have a great time.
Of course, to visit Riu and my friends, and to Manila. But I think I would also like to go to Cebu. You know, I also would like to try them scuba diving with sharks. That sounds like a thrilling experience, isn't it?
I'm not gonna cheat and search up a bunch of stuff about the Philippines, because I had it before. I just knew I want to go after seeing a couple of pictures, so I'm not gonna quickly search something up for an answer. But from what I've seen, I definitely want to go to the city Manila, because I just feel like you kind of have to. And I believe that's where Riu lives, or nearby, so I would be passing through anyways. And I'm kind of more of a city person, more or less. So I definitely need to see what the city life is about there. And what else? Definitely check out some of the islands, of course. Do some sightseeing around there. But maybe hiking. I like hiking. Hiking is always fun no matter which country you're in. And I just feel like there would be a lot of scenic value in the Philippines. Like just beauty all around. So I would love to go hiking there. But I think I'm more drawn to the city life. I am. With a splash of beach in sometimes.
Yeah, but I haven't done so much research about the Philippines, so I don't have a particular spot in mind where I would like to go, but of course I would like to visit Riu. And yes, I don't know, I think there are many beautiful places where it's worth it to go.
Because I visited the Philippines a few times because I have a lot of family there, the first thing I would do if I was in Manila, I would probably see family first. That's the first thing. I'm sure they have some ideas of where to go. And I mean, a lot of people don't really like going to big cities for tourism purposes, because I get it. It's very chaotic and it's terrible and all that. And especially in Manila, I don't think the traffic is much better than in Jakarta. But I mean, I like going around big cities, seeing the museums and parks and all that. I would probably visit a few islands around. I've never really looked into traveling around the Philippines actually, but I'm sure I could ask some family in there. But the one thing I would really want to do is spend Christmas there. It seems like it's a really big thing. I've never spent Christmas in the Philippines, but it seems like it would be a blast.
There's a lot. Good food. Really friendly people. Nice, gorgeous beaches and islands. And sadly enough, politics. Differences. I think maybe history. That is one of the major differences that we have.
Well, I'm from the US, which I guess is kind of like a very different world from the Philippines. And I think I'll be able to better answer this question once I've had a chance to travel to the Philippines and visit Riu. So I guess I will let you know then.
Oh, I think Cambodia and Philippines are similar to a certain extent. You know, we're both Southeast Asian country. I think our appearance are similar, and maybe a bit of our culture. Like, we're Asian, so we're like more family oriented. And oh, the weather. There are only two seasons, the hot and the super hot. For the difference between Cambodia and Philippines, I think mainly would be the geographically, Cambodia is more like a land-based country. So, and our main tourist destinations mostly are ancient temple. You know, the Angkor Wat from Siem Reap province. And I think Philippines is more like island-based. And also the religion, the festival that we celebrate. In Cambodia, Christmas, we don't really celebrate, or some of us do, but it's not like the main festival for us. We have our own Khmer New Year, which is similar to Songkran in Thailand. But based on from what Rio told me about Philippines, about Christmas, it lasts like a month long. It must be so festive, right?
Okay, so I live in Toronto, so Toronto is very different than the rest of Canada, so I'm only going to be speaking for Toronto. But in terms of similarities, Toronto does have the stereotype of being very friendly, or Canadians in general. That's pretty accurate sometimes. So I think that would be the similarity. People are polite and friendly. When you're in need of help, there's always someone that can help you. That's something I can say for sure. The differences, the weather. It's cold majority of the time here. We get 2 solid months of summer weather. Our summer hot days are not even that hot compared to anywhere else in the world. So we don't have that much humidity, but it's just slight heat. But yeah, the weather, we get a lot of snow. I think there's actually snow outside. I can show you. You can see the snow. Yeah. So the snow, it can be fun if you're dressed properly. If you're not dressed properly, well, you will suffer. You will suffer. So you either hate it or you love it, or a little bit of both. You tolerate it, and that's kind of where I am. You tolerate the weather, but it makes Canada unique. It makes Canada beautiful, and that's it. Wait for it to be done.
There's a lot that's similar. I mean, I'm sure you know, like the language and the geography and the people. They even look very similar to each other. You can't really distinguish. Even the traffic in the city and how chaotic it is, it's all very similar.
Aw. My message would be that I miss hanging out with you guys, and I'm really sad that our experience was cut short. But I'm glad that everyone still messages in the group chat we have, and it's always nice to hear from you guys. Hopefully one day we can all have a reunion somewhere back in Southeast Asia. So yeah, I am looking forward to that.
I would say thank you, Rio, for being such a good roommate for the last few months of the exchange semester. And I couldn't be prouder to see your YouTube channels growing, to witness it from the start, from your, when you were editing video during the lockdown. And to all the exchange friends, I'm so glad that we met. And I just wish that we could spend more time together, and hoping for the best that our paths would cross again. But for the meantime, take care and stay safe. And also everyone who's watching this video, I wouldn't wish that 2021 would be the best year or a better year than 2020. But I just hope that whatever happens to the world, whatever happens to us, whatever life hands us, I hope that we could handle it, right?
I'm grateful for meeting you guys. I'm grateful for everything that you've taught me, all the moments that I was allowed to be a part of because of you guys, and I'm forever grateful. There's always going to be a special place in my heart that you guys would be forever and always, truly. And I cannot wait to reconnect with you all. I know right now we can only do so over social media or online in some way, but one day, even though we're all scattered all over the world now, we'll meet again. And that is a promise that I can keep. So I can't wait to see you guys again. And to Riu, I love you so much. And you will be the first person I'll be seeing 100%. I'm gonna find a way to get to the Philippines one way or another, so you're gonna see me. That sounds like a threat. It's not a threat, it's a promise. You're gonna see me very soon. I just want to say that I am so proud of you. I've seen how your channel has grown. I've seen how hard you work, how much work you put into all the videos that you make, how much work and love and passion you have for your craft. And I am so proud of you. I think that you deserve everything that you have been receiving and some. And I cannot wait to see everything that you accomplish in the future. And I'm so grateful to have met you. I'm grateful to call you my friend. And I look forward to seeing you grow into anything that you want to be. Grow in your career as a teacher, grow in your videos and your channel and the places that you want to travel to, those experiences, everything. I'm just so excited to be able to witness your journey. So once again, I'm proud of you, and I can't wait to see you again.
So it was really nice being an exchange student with you. We had a lot of fun. Sadly, it was cut short because of COVID, but I think we will see each other again. Maybe we will have a reunion in Bangkok. That would be really cool. And I remembered we planned a trip to Khao Sok National Park, and yes, I think we should still do that if we all go back maybe one day. That would be nice.
Yeah, I miss you guys. I mean, not just because everyone's just like so lonely with all these lockdown things and all that, but it's really, I just miss the energy of being around so many people of my age, and it felt like we had a little community, right? A little group of friends. That's such a nice thing, and it's not something you could easily replicate anywhere else. When it's like every single person in your friend group they come from a different background and a different country and all that. It's you can't really have that anywhere else. That's really something I miss. Yeah, that's all. I just miss you guys. I just miss normalcy and going out, taking planes to God knows where, because when I travel I never make plans, so I just go.
Thank you and bye.
Okay, bye, miss you.